The Bank of Canada just bumped interest rates again, 50 basis points to 3.75%. What does this mean for you? Hi, my name is Adam Nadler. I'm the owner of Vision Real Estate. We help buyers and sellers achieve their real estate goals in Toronto and the GTA. If you're new to the channel, thanks so much for watching this video. And if you're returning to this channel, thanks so much for coming back. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy this content and click that little bell so you can get notified every time I put out a new video. And if you like this video in particular, hit that like button so YouTube will push this content out to more people like yourself. Before we get into it, if you think to yourself, hey, I'd like to chat with that guy about real estate, feel free to click on the link in the description below. That will connect you to a calendar where you can book a time to chat with me at a time that is most convenient for you. Or feel free to just email me directly to adam@visionrealestate.ca. Any question that you have regarding real estate, and I will shoot you a custom personal video response within 24 hours. All right, so let's jump right into this. Prime is at 5.95%, and the gap between variable rates and fixed rates has closed. They're about the same right now, where variable rates are actually just slightly higher than fixed rates. Before I jump into what's going on with inflation and CPI and any other things that could be affecting the interest rate bumps, I know what question you're wondering. Is the housing market going to continue downwards in pricing? The answer, in my opinion, is without a doubt, yes. We've got more pain to come our way. We are not anywhere near done this tightening cycle, and that is definitely going to be pushing prices down. I don't think we're going to see the market recovering until probably at least 2024. Okay, now on to the numbers. Inflation seems to be coming down. We're now sitting at 6.9%, which is down from about 8%, but we also have an extremely high GDP to debt ratio. And because our neighbors to the south are growing extremely hawkish with their interest rate bumps as well, it is pushing the Canadian dollar down in value relative to the US dollar. Now, it is important for our dollar to remain at somewhat of a consistent level in value to the US dollar. So as their dollar strengthens, we also need to kind of keep up with interest rates on our end to keep our dollar afloat as well. However, when it comes to GDP to debt ratios, that's where we start to see a big difference between us and the US. We're sitting at about a 75% GDP to debt ratio, give or take, and the US is sitting at about 130%. So although Tiff McClem seems convinced that we're going to tackle inflation, we don't actually know at what cost. It's likely that our dollar is going to take a major hit throughout this tightening cycle, which is also not good. But overall, what I'm concerned with is our housing situation in Canada, which is still at incredibly low inventory levels despite everything that's going on with interest rates. What does this mean for you? It depends what your goals are. If you're an upsizer, a downsizer, a first-time buyer, or just trying to cash out. So just to give it a quick review again, if you are a first-time buyer, the next year is going to be a great opportunity for you to get your foot in the door of the market. Yes, you are going to be paying a higher interest rate. Yes, it is an extremely tumultuous time, and there is risk involved with that, but make sure to stay within your means. Don't bite off more than you can chew, and you'll be fine as you ride the equity wave that will come in a couple of years from now. If you are a downsizer, this is not going to be the year for you to move. It is not a great time to be downsizing in a downward shifting market. Ideally, you want to be downsizing in an upward shifting market because whatever you're selling on a percentage basis will probably go down at the same percentage of whatever you're buying is. That means that the dollar figure will be much bigger on whatever you're selling in terms of losses that you're going to take versus what you're buying. Inversely, if you were downsizing in an upward swinging market, you would gain a lot more on the market swinging up as a percentage basis. across the different asset classes. If you are an upsizer, this is going to be a great year for you to make a move. It is also going to be the scariest year for you to make a move because everything is so up in the air and your numbers have to be a lot more exact when you're making an upsize and taking on a higher debt load. Again, you stand more to gain from a price to price concept across the different asset classes as you upsize, but you are going to be taking on a higher debt load. So you really have to have your ducks in a row. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Be a little bit more conservative. Crunch your numbers ahead of time and make sure that you are moving cautiously. Sell first before you buy, so you know exactly what numbers you're working with and you're not stuck owning two houses at once because it may take quite some time to sell in this market. And if you're simply cashing out, obviously, this is not a great time to do that. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on the Toronto real estate market. Thanks for tuning in again, and I will see you next time. If you like that video, click the subscribe button on the right, or feel free to enjoy another video here on the left.